Hey guys, it's SB5 with our first video. Crack the bed. We're here to tell y'all the worst. No, wait,
Okay.
What did we say?
Our BTS experience gone wrong, but in the end,
Gone right.
gone right.
In other words, it was chaos.
So ticketing, as you may know, is hard in general. Now imagine tickets to a BTS concert. Tickets. No matter how prepared you are, it's just not gonna happen. No, honestly, like it was just so.
Good luck. Just good luck.
It was just.
It was difficult. You
it
know,
was difficult.
I was depending on her to buy the tickets. I had a baby, right?
No.
I don't know if I'm paying all this.
She was just, oh, you buy the tickets. I was like,
But she was supposed to buy the tickets, and every single time they would release tickets, like she would come back and she'd be like, "Oh, I don't have tickets," and it'd be so sad.
I
Like it'd
tried
be like, "Dude."
I tried for the Newark ones, and I tried for the Chicago ones. And at that time, we didn't City Field wasn't released yet. And I don't know, it's just kids. And
I
then
still
even
wasn't standing, so
there was a point where we were tempted to go to California. I don't know how we would have gotten there. We would have probably walked or something, right? Rode a donkey. I don't know, but we would have gotten there. Yeah. So ticketing, I would just say any advice you guys have?
have several like devices open for you to purchase them. That way you have more of a chance to actually get them rather than just using one phone or one computer. And if you have people who can help you, then that's great too.
And also something I realized was that, I don't know if it's for everyone, but when I used my phone, I couldn't get tickets compared to when I used the laptop, it instantly loaded for me.
And if you can, already log in, have your information saved. That way you just hit purchase and boom.
And don't have too many tabs open because they're just gonna
Slow you down.
yeah, and no, it's gonna think you're a robot or something, and it's just not.
And if you didn't get tickets, there's always people reselling tickets.
If you didn't get tickets then, don't cry like we did, cause we cried, we were like, oh my god.
That's them too. I wasn't participating in that yet.
Yeah, it was just us. And I don't know, it's just wait it out because
They always add in extra shows at the last minute.
and not only that, but the scammers and the scalpers, they might put the ticket for a large price, but once they realize that the date is coming closer and they know they're not gonna use that ticket, they'll lower it down.
Yeah.
So our tickets, since I failed to get when City Field was announced, I tried for those too and it didn't work out. So we ended up having to buy from StubHub. StubHub, actually, this is the thing, it's 100% fan guaranteed. And no, this is not
A sponsored video.
If you want to sponsor
If they want to
us,
sponsor us, they can. But
But-
it's just not happening right now.
no, but yeah, StubHub, they guaranteed 100%. They're 100% fan guaranteed. So that is if your ticket turns out to be fake, you will be
Reimbursed.
You will
Well-
be reimbursed.
Yeah, you'll either
I'm
get
so
your
ready.
money back or they'll try to give you the best seat available. Parking in New York is the hardest thing
my
ever.
God.
It's either you don't find it or you find it, but it's really expensive. There are places that'll charge $40 for an hour of parking, and it's just so yeah. Take hella money and be prepared to look for parking and walking a lot, because more than likely, if you don't find anywhere, you'll just have to park several blocks away from wherever you're going.
Airbnb, something you have to check for is parking, because that's something we struggled with. Because we're
New
from
York.
New York. This is a new experience.
Yeah,
it was a
it's-
new experience for us. So when we got there, we're we didn't even think about parking. I don't know, it just didn't cross our minds. And so we get there and there was not any room for us to park in at the Airbnb. And so then...
And it was a crowded, like, neighborhood, too.
Yeah,
like, all the houses were, like, right next to each other, too.
Yeah, so parking is something you have to take into consideration if you're thinking of getting an Airbnb.
We're from the south,
yeah,
basically.
So
we are how many hours away from New York?
Like 9. Like 8 or 9 hours.
We don't drive yet, so we just said fuck it and bought those tickets without thinking twice about it. We didn't take into consideration like how we would get there, where we would stay, what we would do.
We just bought them.
Bought them. Day right before we left, I got permission. So basically, like, I was about to not be allowed to go, but whatever.
So our trip to New York, it was actually pretty chill. Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, our getting there wasn't too bad. Like, we didn't have any problems getting there.
Really.
On the way there, no.
Tolls were expensive, though.
Tolls were expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So
if you're planning, save up.
We left Friday morning, basically like around 1, 2 a.m. No, it was 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And so we didn't end up getting there till, what time was it?
I want to say it was around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Because we stayed at the Airbnb for a while.
Yeah, well, and that's when we went to go get
True.
nasty at 7-Eleven.
So we got to the Airbnb, and the Airbnb was actually really nice.
Shout out to Jeff.
Shout out to Jeff.
And his wife, who I forgot the name of, and his dog Mila. Don't overpack. Sharon. Cause okay, so we went in a pretty small car. It was only 4 of us, including, you know, the person driving, which was her sister. But still, like, the back, it's like a sports car, so it's very, like, crowded and, like, not very roomy, basically. And Miss Sharon over here decided to pack, like, 3 bags. One was only, like, clothes. The rest was, like, hair products and a chair.
No, and the third one was shoes. Wasn't it, like, full of shoes?
Shoes.
I didn't even wear those shoes, to be honest. I just had them in there.
You didn't even use it.
You had to be prepared for anything. Like, I just had to be prepared.
Don't be over prepared though, like,
because we only went for the weekend.
Yeah.
She brought her whole house. Like, she just said, "Oh,
But
that's my whole house."
Really, if you think about it, we were only there for like 2 days, cause 2 days and a half, pretty much. Cause when we arrived there, we just got there.
No, wait, we were Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but we got there Friday.
But we didn't sleep at the Airbnb.
Yeah.
No, we didn't sleep at the Airbnb Friday.
Camping out isn't for everybody. I'm just saying.
Like before we even went on the trip, we bought foldable chairs, and you know how there's different sizes of chairs, right?
Lawn
There's
chairs, yeah.
Yeah, lawn chairs. Tell me why. This girl back here bought a kid chair. Like, literally, only her leg could fit on it. Like, how does she plan on sitting on that? And it
had little baseballs on it.
It had little s'mores.
S'mores? That's what it was?
Yeah,
Oh, I
it had
thought it was little
s'mores.
baseballs.
She didn't even buy a chair.
I didn't.
So, she was planning to sit on the concrete, or I don't know.
When we arrived to the Airbnb, we were looking for something to eat, and like after like 30, no, not even like an hour of looking, we just ended up buying food from 7-Eleven, some pizza and some nasty like tacos or something like that. And while we were eating, I noticed there was like a chair folded up, so I like unfolded it. It was dusty as hell, let me tell you, but it was one of those like pool chairs, the ones that like extend and are long and you can lay on. So I was like, okay, I'm taking this since I didn't get to go buy a chair. And so, well, actually, I didn't even take that. I made them like take it,
No,
and they ran to the car with it.
We ran.
There was cameras outside.
Jeff's house was like, it was like 3 floors.
It was like 3 floors, and we got to.
We ran from the very top all the way to the floor. And the bad thing is that like he had cameras on the like,
which we didn't realize till after.
Outside his Airbnb. So I bet when he looked at the cameras, he saw us running with the chair.
And I bet he heard y'all because they were like, run.
Okay, so back to camping.
What time did we get to City Field?
We got there
Like 6 or 7.
around 7.
Yeah.
7 on Friday, and it was the day before the concert.
Mm-hmm.
And there was already a lot of people there.
Yeah.
There's people like camping camping out since a week before. And so when we got there, we were like 1,500s. We're in the 1,500s. 600?
Yeah.
600. Yeah, and like there was already tents, like multiple colors.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Everybody
Set
brought
up.
mattresses.
People were prepared.
They were
like,
prepared.
They had blankets, they had food, they had water, they had tents. This one couple, like in front of us, they had a whole mattress, like a straight up mattress. It wasn't even like an inflatable one. I think it was just like a mattress. It was just a mattress, which I wonder how the hell they brought that in there in the first place, but they had it there.
Anyways, so we were there with our lawn chairs.
Are you quenched? I quenched my thirst. She looks so drunk.
3 chairs.
Some thin ass blankets, and it was like
No,
50, 60
we
degrees outside.
underestimated New York weather.
Yes. That's
Because-
another thing to do. Check
and-
the weather.
Yes, check the weather because
Be prepared.
that day I was going to take shorts to camping out, but I don't know what like came across my mind. I was like, you know what? Let me wear pajama pants. It was so cold, and with the blankets that
Oh
we
my
had,
God,
they were like so thin.
We were not prepared, like at all. One thing though, we actually had toilet paper because the porta potties there didn't have any, and so yeah. Luckily, I remembered to bring some. For some reason, like I just looked at the toilet paper and I was like, I should take some.
Be
And
prepared
it came
for
in
blinds.
handy.
Yes.
Blinds.
Dress
or
comfy.
porta potties.
Dress
Terrible.
appropriately for the weather and dress comfy if you're going GA.
Ew.
So around, they were going to start giving wristbands around what time?
7, 8 a.m.
7 or I don't remember.
Yeah, we had to line up at 7, and so they were coming around waking people up at like 5.
So they could get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, since we were not prepared, like I had to sleep on the concrete.
We took turns on the like long pool chair thing.
I had only slept for like 2 hours
Yeah.
those 2 days. So, I mean, I slept okay, I guess.
No, you actually slept at City Field. I did. I was wide awake all night. Like I could. It was too cold for that.
So they woke us up, and everybody was like packing their tents, like getting everything ready because we were gonna form lines. And then around the time that they started giving wristbands, the people. Okay, so after like 12 a.m. they stopped giving out numbers. So like if you were in line, like they would give you a number and they would write you down on a notebook. Like it wasn't
This was
City
fans,
Field staff,
though.
but it
Yeah.
was like fan made numbers. Like,
Yeah.
and we still got there. When we got there, like they were still giving out numbers. So the people that like came after like 12, they didn't get numbers, and those were the people that we had issues with.
Yes.
Because I don't know why, but they just decided to, when they, like people in the
Yeah.
front started getting wristbands, they decided to like all run. Honestly, like we were just there like
We were watching
We
the
did
whole
not
thing.
know what was going
okay,
on.
if y'all were to ever watch World War Z, like y'all know those zombies run so fast. You looked around at City Field and you will see like people
Yes.
running.
I swear.
I was like, oh my goodness, and we're just there like, what do we do? The thing is, we didn't even run.
No.
We just walked. We're like, we want our leisure spot, you know?
Yeah. And then we had to line up in order of numbers.
Yeah, everybody started running to the front, and the lines just got like they just were ruined.
It was all types of frustrating. Like,
Yeah, because then we had to get like lined up in order, and they were like, oh my god, like if they let those people through.
And there was people skipping once we had already like been in order and in line.
Yeah, there were still people, but the good thing is that they did help. I'm telling you, like the staff actually did help, because when they saw that they didn't have a number, or their number was like higher up than what the numbers was at. Yeah, they would send them to the back, like all the way in the back.
Yeah.
And
No,
it
it's just it was just forming the lines that they didn't really like help us with.
We thought everybody had their tickets. Everyone's like, oh, pull out your tickets because they're asking for it. Like the people around us said it. We're like, oh my god, because we had left our tickets at the Airbnb, and then
We were just panicking and like thinking of so many ways that we could get it.
someone was like, oh, you could go to the library and print them out. But the thing is, like,
we asked them, and they're like, no, if you leave this area, you're not coming back in.
Yeah, you're not coming back in.
So we're like, how are we gonna do this?
And so we kept calling my sister, but she wouldn't pick up. And then that's when we called the Airbnb host, Jeff.
Yeah.
And we woke him up and we're like, hey Jeff, can you take pictures, like screenshots of our tickets? And then he went and he sent them to us. But in the end, it turned out we didn't need them. We went through, and like he was still with the man that was checking.
For some reason, he stopped me, and like you guys were panicking. I really thought they were gonna ask me for the ticket. My heart like dropped. I was just like, oh my god, why did he stop me? And then he was just like, okay, go ahead. I was like.
We actually got numbers that were actually like...
Yeah, we actually got higher than what we had gotten in the fan line. So we'll show in the picture what number we had in the fan line.
Our numbers are in the thousands, but it's okay.
Don't be, like, if the stadium is bigger, don't worry about, like, not being number one or, like, in the first hundreds, because either way, it's, like...
Pretty big.
It's widespread, so either way you still have a chance of like being closer. And either way, like a pit, you never know what's gonna happen. You could be all the way in the back and then somehow you're like halfway through the middle. Like you just don't have any control over that. So
for everybody.
That's another thing you should consider when buying a ticket, like the section, are you okay with being around people? Because once we were already in there was people fainting. This one girl, she got like an anxiety attack and she just like ended up leaving her spot, and she was really close to like she was pretty much up front.
There was groping, but everybody called him out, so
so that was handled.
That was good.
Shout out to City Field staff for
getting him out.
They didn't hesitate. They were just like, okay, you know what? You want to be on that foolishness? Well,
and it was the thing is, it was even like before the concert even started. Like, he was already groping someone. We get out and we're waiting for my sister, but she never picked up. So we're like, you know what? We need to go to the Airbnb to get ready because it was already like 11. They told us that we had to be back by 2 or 3. 3.
Yeah, we had to be back by 3 to line up apparently.
So we called a lift, and while we're waiting,
I was mad the entire time. I was not having it. I kept hearing the boys like.
Yeah, that's when BTS rehearsal. they went
to rehearse.
Yeah, they were rehearsing, and we could hear Jimin. The lift comes to pick us up, and I'm looking at the on the Lyft app, or was it Uber? Like it shows you who's picking you up in the car. So I see a man pull up. I'm like, oh, that's our Lyft. So as we're going in, there's a big family of like 6 people open the door of the Lyft and go in.
I was ready to fight somebody.
Like 3 of them were already inside the car too.
Yes, like they went inside the car and like they were already like buckled in their seats. The family was like, they're just looking at us. And even after I said, this is my Lyft, they just looked at us like they were not gonna get out. And so finally, I guess who told them to get out? The driver, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
The driver told him to get out, so finally the whole
he was nice about it though.
And she was just like, oh my god.
Like, oh my god, you were pissed the whole trip. Like, oh my god.
Everything was going wrong. Like, I was just pissed
during
off.
the concert, I think I only saw you smile. Like, what?
I smiled the entire time.
I don't know if it's because I hardly looked at you during that, but like, I only looked over once, and then as soon as it was over, your face was just back to like, like the whole time.
No, basically, she was just mad. And so, there's this girl that came up to us.
I hope you said.
Listen, she was nice.
She had one of those little pickets. I was like, oh my god, I want you. But we didn't camp out for the. This is so irrelevant, but it's just. So this girl comes up and is like, oh, do you guys have a charger? Because my Lyft, I called it a Lyft, but my phone's on like 1%. We're like, sure. So mind you, it was her brand new charger from Apple.
I had just bought it from
Apple. And a portable charger. Mine. I was like, here, you can use it. So she's charging her phone, and that's when, back to how the boys were rehearsing, they started rehearsing.
And we got distracted.
And so we got distracted, and so we were like walked a little bit to the fence, right?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like when we come back, she had already hopped on the.
This girl was gone, and she
She
took my charger.
She took my portable charger.
I had
She took her
just bought
charger.
it like right before we left for the trip. I was so heated. Merch lines are long, so if you intend on getting merch like straight up from the like original, like from the venue, from the concert or whatever, you gotta go early. Like you gotta camp out even just for the merch, like, cause that was.
For the merch, actually, the lines were not pretty, like, too long. So when we got there around 7, like, they were short.
They
were
were still pretty short.
They were still pretty short. People started coming, like, during the AM.
Yeah.
They started getting longer and longer.
But we didn't think about, like, getting merch.
No, we didn't want merch. We just wanted, like, a good
spot.
a good spot in the GA. We started getting ready, and we're like, you know what? We haven't, like, eaten. Let's eat something. So we're looking through Grubhub.
So we won't faint.
Yeah, we wouldn't faint because we didn't have, like, we hadn't eaten since, like,
Friday.
Since Friday. These are basically irrelevant facts, but it's part of our experience, so we're gonna include it.
It was chaotic. It wasn't
just
even because of BTS or anything. It's just because it was chaotic.
Because it was chaotic, yeah. I guess they picked this place. We're like, you know what? Just pick.
I did actually, because it had like 5-star reviews, so I was like, oh, okay, let's try this.
Tell me why when the food gets here.
I ordered cheese fries for her.
Yeah, it was cheese fries. Okay,
tell me.
so first, let's. I was looking off the balcony and I see a man arrive.
Joanna!
I tell her, I'm like, hey, go, because the man's down there. Like, what the. I tell her, go down there because the man's like there with the food. And then she's like, okay, so she's walking down the stairs. I look and I see the man open the bag. He opens the bag and he puts out the food. And then I see him with his finger. He's like this, eating it. And I'm like, our food, like he's eating our food. And so I'm trying to get her attention, but she was already outside. I can't breathe. I don't know why this is so funny. But as I'm looking out the balcony, I'm crying.
Oh my god.
I see her walking towards the man, and she goes up to his car. And what do you tell him?
I don't know. I was like, do you have our food? And he just looked at me crazy. He's like, this is my food. And I was like, okay, bye. And I left.
Then, we finally get ready, but we leave to the stadium. And the thing is, the man.
What do I say? Because my butt cheek was out right now.
What?
My short went up and my butt cheek was out.
We were on our way, and the man had told, like, when we got our wristbands, they had told us to come back at 3. And when we get there, like, basically.
Our section had already been let in. Be early, that's another thing. I think it's mostly because, like, I was taking a nap before we left.
Yeah, and we wanted her
Because I was exhausted. I hadn't slept, like, the whole ride. I only slept for, like, an hour in the car. And then at City Field, I just didn't sleep at all.
Dress. Make sure, like, the shoes you wear are comfortable. Because, let me tell you, me and her took high-heeled boots.
Yeah.
High-heeled boots, mind you, because
I would have worn sneakers, but I'm short, so I wanted to be able to see, so I bought, like, really huge heels. They're, like, 5-6 inch heels.
Yeah, they were pretty tall.
I don't know how I walked. No, but low-key, there was one, like, when we were running to go get it, like, to, like, be let in, because we knew we were late. I was struggling, and then I almost fell, remember? Like, I literally twisted my ankle. I don't know how I'm still walking now. I should be in a wheelchair, honestly, like, but I did it. Anything for BTS?
That guy we kept seeing.
J Park
2.0.
That's
Oh
the
my
nickname we gave him.
God.
J Park 2.0. We saw that man everywhere. He was a part of the big, like.
Really though, like this man,
BTS
he was
crew.
never sitting down. Like
Never.
No,
He
I think
stood
he
up.
was. I think he was part of City Field, not
City Field?
No, he was part of the BTS.
Yeah, he was part of
He had
BTS.
a little tag and everything.
Okay. Well, this man was all over the place. I don't know how he was doing it. Because when we were lining up in the
Yeah.
morning, he was there. And he, like, kicked the water bottle. And these girls behind me, they were like, oh, can you do that again? Like, they were just bare minimum, you know, but whatever. And then, again, when we were lining up to be let in, he was also there. He was handing out
like,
the QR codes.
surveys.
Yeah.
The surveys, right?
Yeah, they had, like, QR
Yeah.
codes on them. And then inside, too, he was over there selling waters and handing
No,
them
he
out,
was handing
too.
them out. He was
Bruh.
he was doing everything.
I know.
That was so funny, honestly.
And then after the concert too, this man was just walking around. I was like, "What are you doing? Like, what?"
That man was everywhere. Like that, we kept seeing him. We're in, and like before you go inside like the big stadium, like there was like these stairs you had to go up.
Yeah.
And then
there
you
was
had
people checking.
Yeah, people were
Yeah.
checking. Yeah. If you take a purse, make sure it's not big. Like
Big, and it's just easier if you take a see-through bag. They're not the cutest, but it's more convenient. That way, you know, you don't spend so much time like there. You can just go straight in.
yeah, it was 5, and it was a lot of people already there. Like, I mean, we still ended up.
I
getting
mean,
a good
yeah, but
spot.
our side ended up being overcrowded, so people were being forced to move over there. We didn't move, obviously, but like, there was a lot of
no,
like
we didn't
chaos
move because we're
because of
already in
that.
the middle. Like we were.
Yeah.
So.
Expect people to push you. Expect tall people
But-
in front of you.
Yes.
Oh my God, no! Honestly, please don't
And
push.
the-
Like if there's
yeah.
people, if you see there's people fainting, if you see there's people like.
Do not push. You're not
Like-
gonna gain anything from that.
You're
Don't
not-
fight. Oh my God.
Yes.
Don't fight.
Don't
Like
grow.
respect your neighbors, please.
Yes.
Mind you, there's this little girl that was like, she was like little, and like the
Yeah.
people kept like
Pushing her.
pushing
around.
her a lot.
She must have been seeing butt cheeks the whole time. If you're gonna take a poster, be mindful of people behind
yes.
you too.
Yes.
And the fans, like, it was so frustrating. Like, I was already uncomfortable because of heels, and I could still barely see above people's heads. And then there was people over there with like these banners and like the the little fans.
yeah.
Like, I get that. I get it's fun, but like, just be mindful of that.
Anyways, the concert was like a dream. It just
It didn't feel real.
Yeah. Now looking back at it, like I don't remember. It's like
See, me and her, we hardly recorded because we were like, oh, let's just, let's live in the moment. Let's enjoy it while we're, here.
yeah. No, I made sure to record everything because I was like, I know I'm gonna forget.
It is true what they say about BTS concerts. You won't remember anything. Like, I don't know if it's the excitement that one feels or like, I don't know what it is, but you just enter and you just don't remember. Like, barely anything. Like, I hardly remember any of the performances.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially Euphoria, that didn't happen. Like, it just didn't. Idol though.
No, when it started, like the
You could
flames,
feel-
you could feel the flames. Like even if you were
Yeah.
like pretty far.
No, I feel
Like in the GA especially.
you could feel the floor shaking too. Like,
You
'cause
could
of
also-
And the, like,
the
the
You
beat.
can feel the song.
Yeah.
And,
Yes,
the
like going through your whole body.
like the
oh.
vibrations. Like concert was really nice. Basically,
BTS are truly performers.
they know how to put a show on.
Absolutely.
For
If you're questioning if it's worth it, it is. Just record because you won't remember much, but it's worth it. Gin through water in our section.
water.
Yeah. And it
That's all that matters.
it caught me off guard because I was even like taking pictures while he was doing so, and it just didn't hit me that he was about to do that until I felt the water, and like for a split second I was like, is it raining? And then I was like, wait, no, he just threw water at us.
Oh, he kept coming to our side.
Oh my God, yes, they
That
are.
was
They are
That was
even
so-
more beautiful in person, like, than just in photos. Like, they're just
like you will be mesmerized.
they are truly
They're
beautiful.
real
Like,
and living and
Oh my
just
God.
so beautiful.
giveaway.
So we will be giving away 1 ticket to go see BTS. At MetLife, May 19th, 2019. Remember the top 20 winners? No, the top 20 winners will get full out. All this is paper. No, but yes, we will be giving giving one ticket away. And basically, you would just have to follow us on Twitter. I will insert our Twitter handle here. And you would just have to subscribe to us on YouTube. And our pinned tweet will like give you more information on how the giveaway works and like what you would have to do and all the steps. That way, like it gives them time to like,
find how you're gonna get there.
yeah, because sorry, we're not we can't pay for flights. We wish we could, but
we would if we could.
Yeah, but we're just paying for the ticket. Like you don't even have to pay for it. We'll be sending it to you via email and stuff. But yes, you would just have to check our pinned tweet and enter the contest. And good luck to who wins. Whoever wins.
Good luck.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please.
Subscribe.
We're new.
And sorry for our awkwardness because we're just.
We hope to get better.
We hope to get better
as we go.
As we go. And expect to see a Blackpink vlog of mine because I'm going to their concert in Atlanta. Wait, no, it's not Atlanta. Sorry, it's Duluth, Georgia, in 2 days. So expect that too. Yay.